everyone and welcome to my video. I'm so sorry I haven't posted for a while. It's just that schools are opened and I'm back to school. You may or may not know I'm actually an English teacher and I teach in a private international school in Uzbekistan, that is in Central Asia. And my school, being a private school, has taken all the measures to prevent the spread of coronavirus, and hence it's deemed safe to go back to school. So yeah, it's the weekend now and I thought I must get this video done. I have a couple of free days and I've had this top ready for a number of weeks, but I just didn't have a chance to do the video and to upload it onto YouTube so you can all see it. So it's a beautiful lacy top, really nice effect, really flowy, and believe it or not, it's so easy to do, even though it looks kind of complicated, but it's really easy to do. So I've used the Solomon's knot stitch, or sometimes known as the lover's knot, to create this piece. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It's so lacy and absolutely so soft as well, and it can be dressed up and it can be dressed down. So I'm actually wearing it with a pair of jeggings at the moment, but it would look amazing, I think, to go out in the evening. For example, you could wear it with a black vest inside and maybe a nice smart black trouser or a skirt. So really versatile. It's a versatile little top. As with all my garments, I try and make them as simple as possible, and this is no different. This top, basically, I made 2 panels and then I stitched them together on the sides and here. And it's as simple as that. No decreasing, no increasing, nothing like that. So my top is on the looser side. I just wanted a looser fitting top, but it's easily adjustable and you can make it tighter as well, and that would look just as dramatic and beautiful. But I just wanted something loose to cover all my little curves and all the kilos I've sort of put on during the quarantine time. So I wanted something loose, but it's really adjustable and I will tell you how to do that in the tutorial. I used yarn that consists of mohair as well, and it gives this really flowy and really soft effect to the garment. I just love using mohair in my clothing projects. It's so beautiful and the final result's always so soft. So to get started, you would have to measure the widest part of your body, divide that by 2, and that will give you the size of 1 panel. Okay, so if you want it tighter, you could reduce the lover's knot by 2 or 3, and if you want it looser, you could increase the lover's knots by 2 or 3. And that will give you the desired effect. So once again, I'd like to thank you so much for your support. Thank you to all my subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed as yet, please do so. Give this video a like and comment. If you have any problems, any issues with the top, do leave a comment and I will definitely reply and try and help you. Also, I'm on Instagram now, showcasing my crochet work. So if you have a chance, please follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description below. And just to let you know, it is Chic Crochet 2020. So CHIC Crochet 2020 on Instagram, and you can follow me there and keep up to date with my work. Thank you so much. Mwah. Mwah. And my little cats here as well. Sure can. Let's say bye-bye. Bye-bye to all my lovely audience. Sure can, say bye. Say bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay, so for this project you are going to need under 100 grams of this yarn. This is Mohair Elegant. It is 40% mohair and 60% acrylic. I chose this yarn because it's really soft and squishy, but feel free to use any yarn, even if it's just like acrylic on its own. I'm sure it would make a wonderful top, but I just love this mohair yarn because your garments turn out really soft. So I use just under 100 grams. This is how much is left, so for both panels, so it's actually really economical because just with one ball I created a whole top, and this was left. So also I used a 4.5mm crochet hook, although the recommended hook size for this yarn is actually a 2, but the bigger the crochet hook, the lacier your garment will be, and I was aiming for that effect. I also used a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle as well, and that is to sew both the pieces together. Measuring tape, obviously to measure yourself, and you would have to actually measure the widest part of your upper body and then divide that by 2 and then do the corresponding number of lovers knots. Okay, so yeah, so this is what you'll need for this top. So in this tutorial I'm going to demonstrate how to do a little swatch, and then you can actually adjust it to your own size. So I did 37 lovers knots across plus 2, giving me a total of 39. I am a UK size 20, so if you are 2, this could be a good number to start with for you as well. The thing to note here is that the lovers knot should be in an odd number, and then add 2 extra, which is actually an odd number as well. So it should be the number of lovers knots plus 2, and they should both be in odd numbers. Okay. Okay, since I've already finished my piece, I will demonstrate using a smaller swatch. Also, I will be using this blue yarn simply because black doesn't show up really well on a camera. So I will begin with 11 lovers knots plus 2, giving me a total of 13 altogether. So to begin with, we are going to do a slip knot. And chain 1. Okay, so now we are going to begin our lovers knots. So to do that, pull up this loop to the height of about a treble crochet, and then pull through the working loop and through that working loop that you just pulled, you are going to do a single crochet. Okay, so pull up your loop, pull through the working loop, and into that loop that you just pulled, you are going to do a single crochet. Okay, so that's how our knots are looking so far. That's 2 done. So pull up to create a nice long loop, pull through the working loop, sorry, the working yarn, and into that loop that we've just pulled through, we are going to do a single crochet. Pull up, pull through, and into that loop that we've just pulled, we're going to do a single crochet. So pull up, pull through, go into that loop that you just pulled, and do a single crochet. Okay, so that's how our lovers knots are looking so far. So I'm going to continue doing my 13, and I will leave you to do your lovers knots according to your measurements. Okay, so I will meet you when we have both finished, and we will continue from there. Okay, so you should have your odd number of lovers knots, and now we are going to begin the next row. So to do that, we are going to go into the third knot, the third lovers knot, or just leave 3 of these spaces. So that's 1, 2, 3. You will go into here. Okay, so we are going to go into this third knot, into the single crochet space from the previous row. So we've left out 1, 2, 3 spaces, and into there we are going to do another single crochet. Then we are going to do another lovers knot, 2 actually, so that's our first one, and then do your next one. Okay, that's our 2 done. Leave the next single crochet or the next knot, and into the next one we are going to do a single crochet. Do our 2 lovers knots, that's 1, and that's 2, leave the next knot and into the next one, we are going to do our single crochet. Okay, so 2 more lovers knots, 1, 2, leave that one and into the next one, we are going to do a single crochet. Okay, so continue this way, and I will meet you at the end of this row and show you what to do next. Okay, so I'm just approaching the end of the row, and I've done my last 2 lovers knots. So So what I'm going to do is go into that first single crochet that we had made, and do a single crochet. Okay, so that's our row complete. There you can see. Okay, so we are going to turn our work, and in order to begin this row and every other row, in the beginning we are going to do 3 lovers knots. So in the beginning of every row, do 3 lovers knots. Okay, so 1, oops, let me just do that again. 2 and 3. Okay, so you're going to go into the next knot, the single crochets, and do another single crochet. Okay, so in the beginning it's always 3. Now we are just going to continue as normal, doing our 2 lovers knots. So 1 and 2, and you are going to skip that lovers knot and go into the next one. You can see that's already been worked into, so we are going to work into the next unworked one, which is this one here. Okay, so then again do your 2 lovers knots, skip the next one and then go into the next one and do your single crochet, and then 2 more lovers knots. So that's 1, 2, skip the next one and go into the next one. Okay, that's 1, 2, skip the next one and go into the next one. And do your single crochet. Okay, so just continue that way and I will meet you when you are approaching the end. Okay, I've nearly reached the end, so continue that way and then I will show you what to do at the end. Okay, so now to finish this row off, you will go into the, well, it depends on how you see it, but this one has already been worked into, so the next one after that you will go into that single crochet. And it's normally the way I do it, I skip 1 and 2, and I know it's this one here. Okay, so just do a single crochet in there. So from the bottom 1, 2, and in that one there. Or you can just see this one's been worked into, so the next one would be this one here. That's the one you're going to work your single crochet into. So now again, like I said, beginning of the next row you should do 3 lovers knots. You can either turn your work or do it this way, doesn't really matter, because we will eventually end up turning our work. And you are going to do your lovers knot into this next, sorry, your single crochet into this next single crochet from the previous round. This one's been worked into, so then you will skip that and go into the next one. So 2 lovers knots now, 1 and 2, and do your single crochet. 2 lovers knots, 1, 2, and skip that one and do a single crochet into the next. Okay, so it's as easy as that. Okay, so it's basically a repetition now, so you would just continue and build up your piece. Once you've finished your first piece, you will do an identical second piece as well, and then we will just join them up, and I will show you how to do that as well. Okay, so I will leave you to do it. If you have any problems, just rewind and follow the steps again, but it's quite easy, and I'm sure you will not have any issues with this pattern. Feel free to search the internet or to search YouTube for doing this Solomon's knot, a lover's knot pattern as well. There are some amazing tutorials out there as well. So as long as you know how to do the Solomon's knot, you will have no problems in making this beautiful lacy top. So I will see you after you finished your 2 pieces, and we will then stitch our 2 pieces together. I will show you how to do that. So happy crocheting, and see you in a bit. Okay, so now that you have completed your 2 panels, you should thread a needle, okay, and we are going to attach these 2 pieces. So put one piece on top of the other like that, and we are going to sew along the sides, leaving space for the armhole, and then sew along the shoulders, leaving space for the neck. Okay, and the same on the other side. We're going to sew along here, leaving space for the armhole, and along here, leaving space for the neck. Okay. Okay, so to begin with, we are going to go into the corner and into those 2 corner knots. Okay, make sure they are corresponding. Okay, and you might just want to do that a couple of times just to secure the yarn. Maybe do a little knot there like that. Okay, this tail we can weave in later. Okay, so now go into the next set of the corresponding knots over there. This one, 1, 2, and sew it really loose like that. Okay, so just leave a long strand so it matches with the Solomon knot pattern. Okay, then once again go into the 2 corresponding knots loosely, and make sure it matches the Solomon knot there, or the lover's knot there. Okay, and then again a loose stitch, and then again just do it really loose, nice and loose like that. Okay, so just continue all along and then leave space for your armhole, and then sew along this way in the same method, nice loose stitches that match your lover's knot pattern, and then again on this side as well. Okay, you might want to try on your top before fastening off the yarn that you're using to sew, just so that you know that you have the correct amount of space for your armhole and you have the correct proportions for your neckline as well. So before fastening off your yarn, just try it a couple of times and then fasten it off. So it's that easy and really turned out really beautiful and nice and lacy as well. So a very easy top to do. So thank you very much for watching, and please give me a big like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you.